Okay, so the NBA playoffs has definitely been picking up. We're now at the conference finals. It's been set. In the West, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder facing the Minnesota Timberwolves, and in the East, we have the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. Both matchups, I will say, will be phenomenal for sure. But let's keep it fresh. Let's stay in the West. The
Yeah.
Thunder win big at home, big
Yeah.
game 7 against the Denver Nuggets.
Uh,
So yeah, that was a big game last night. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. Definitely not a 40-point blowout. I thought it was going to be,
No.
in that 10-point window. But yeah,
uh,
Mhm.
great basketball. We were speaking before we started recording. Brendan was about how Jalen Williams hasn't been showing up in this series.
Mhm.
Shooting struggles, especially from three.
yeah.
So for him to pick it up to drop 24 on efficient shooting, still passing the ball well, rebounding, I think it's phenomenal. Obviously, you got Hartenstein and Chet tasked with, dude, I don't want to say stopping, maybe limiting Jokic. I think
I
they
mean,
had to step up too.
Yeah.
they did their job holding the 20 points. I mean, that's like perfect right there. I mean, you can't really do much with that. They played a great series, all series, in my opinion, guarding the best ability of Jokic, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of Jalen Williams, I mean, I'm impressed he dropped his 24, but I
Yeah.
need more from him next series. We need to see an impact more, in my opinion, because
Yeah,
we
because
can't
he's a
have him.
second, he's a second option. He's
Yeah.
the
You can't,
second
you
option
can't,
on his
He is.
basketball team
yeah.
offensively.
That was
Definitely. I mean, we need a better game from him because we know Shai's going to drop his like 35, 40. We know that. It's because he's the MVP. He's going to win the MVP now after this matchup, knowing that.
Do you think that it was already decided, or do you think this matchup solidified it?
I think the matchup solidified it. I think it did. I think
Yeah.
if Jokic dropped 40 points, everyone would have been like Jokic's MVP. But Shai dropping the 35 with the blowout, he's the MVP pretty
I
much.
agree. I agree. I think that's how it was set up. When it went to 7, I don't remember if it was all three of us on a recording or not, but I remember saying this game 7 determines who wins the MVP. Basically, that's how it's set up.
Yeah.
And I think what's like gives it to Shea, what I mean, jokes aside, I know I was saying previously the aura and all that stuff. Real
Yeah.
talk though, what really gives it to Shea is the fact that this is a 40-point blowout win in a game 7, like a must-win game 7 against
Yeah.
a
They showed
team
up.
we gotta add has won NBA championships. So yeah, I gotta say it definitely goes to Shea at this point. 40-point blowout against Jokic is crazy. I
It
just
is.
feel like that's solidified.
And
No,
they're
they forced
about.
no, for sure.
Mhm.
They forced 22 turnovers in the first half. They had it
Mhm.
was a 16-4 ratio with turnovers. That was crazy. It was going
Yeah.
back to back to back. The runs were unstoppable.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't have that. I mean, OKC only had 9 turnovers to 22. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't have that. You can't win. That's not winning basketball right there. So
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk Minnesota Timberwolves. So,
Yeah.
obviously they had that first series against the Lakers. Everybody's saying Lakers in 5. They go on, beat the Lakers in 5. And then of course they play the Warriors, get the Warriors up out of there in 5.
mm,
Now, let's mainly focus on this Warrior series. And,
Yeah.
and let's take it into them going into the Thunder. What are we thinking about this Minnesota team? Because to be honest, I haven't seen them play basketball, it feels like in a few days.
mhm.
Kind of what are we thinking going into this Thunder series?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I feel like playing OKC. I got Thunder at 5 once they get there because I feel like they had a good series against the Warriors, but
Yeah.
as we all know, Curry was hurt, and the series was. I feel like it was even though they won at 5, it was still a little too close. I didn't really feel convinced that at the Timberwolves, my fault, were that much of a better team than the Warriors without Steph Curry, and obviously the Thunder could come in. It's gonna be a whole different game. This is gonna be the best team to play all playoffs, and
Yeah,
what they've been shooting.
100%.
They played better than they did against the Lakers, but they need to play their best series against the Thunder if they want to even take it to 6, let alone win the series.
Yeah,
I
I
can
agree.
see that, Chris. I can.
Yeah.
I mean, this matchup, it's whole different matchups. They've been playing two, West Coast teams, from the Bay, LA and Golden State. I mean, pretty much same basketball kind of, small ball kind of thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
But now you're playing a whole new team, pretty much. They got 2 big men. They got paint dominant people. Rudy Gobert got to show up. We need a big series from Rudy. Julius Randle needs to continue dropping his 29, 23. We'll expect that. I think this will come down to rebounds in the series and turnovers, of course, of
Yeah.
that. And, this is a chance that Ant can redeem himself from last year, pretty much. From last year, losing in 5 to the Mavericks and all that, getting sent home by Luka in them. You know, because you don't get a chance like this going back-to-back years, going to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah,
especially
that's a championship window. That's a championship window.
Yeah,
it is, and you don't get that, and especially in the West. You don't get that ever.
Facts.
In the most
Hey, and I
competitive-
will say, and bro, this is kind of random, bro. I've been doing 2K My Leagues, and Victor Wembanyama is the MVP, and the Spurs are the 1 seed for the next 5 years after 2025.
yes,
Like-
that's what I get. That's what I get too.
So I feel like this is definitely a title window.
Mhm.
But I like what you said though, Brendan, because really thinking about it, that the Wolves played the Lakers and Gobert was really getting guarded by like not even Vanderbilt. I think like LeBron, maybe Hachimura sometime. In the second round, who's guarding Gobert? Draymond Green. This is the
Draymond.
first time they're playing real big men.
yeah.
Definitely.
So that could come back and bite them. I think this game one to like kind of figure out each team to figure the opposing team out could be very crucial. But right now, bro, I got Thunder in a gritty 6, maybe 7 in a gritty 6. I can't count on Ant.
I'm gonna stay with my mood. I'm gonna stay with my motive. I've been saying all playoffs. Don't bet against Ant.
You gotta look at the route too, bro. You gotta look at the route too.
I know what you mean.
You play a really good Lakers team, but Luka doesn't play that good of defense schematically. And then you play a Warriors team who just went to 7 games with the grittiest defensive team in the NBA, the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
Like I already said before, I haven't really seen Minnesota play that much basketball in a few days. Bro, they're well rested. They can take this Oklahoma City team to 6 if they're not.
No, I think they'll still like game 1 or 2 on the road, but I still don't see 5. It's not
man, it's so hard to still win in Chesapeake, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's the loudest arena I've ever went to.
I can still take them. I
went to a regular season game in March, bro. This is before they're nice. This is like 2 years ago. They played like the Sacramento Kings. The loudest arena I've ever been to. Way louder than American Airlines. Sorry.
I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Because forget that that's the only sports team they probably have is OKC.
Yeah, shit else, nigga.
It's a loud arena. That's what they say, loud city. Like that, it's really true. I can't lie.
It's like the same. It's like the same thing with Kansas City. I mean, Kansas City, they just got football and baseball pretty much. So it's like,
what do you
expect? Yeah, and also we got to look at the thing is the in-season, matchups. They split the series 2-2 also. So this is not like a one-sided series. They've known each other. They played each other 4 times already. In the season. So, I mean, they know each other. I expect a good series. I'm gonna go with Wolves in 7, in my opinion. I expect
Wolves in 7. You think this goes to 7 games, bro?
I think it depends. If the Wolves can take 1 from Chesapeake, I think they can go to 6 or 7. I think that they have to win on the road, though. They have to, because I know Minnesota's going to win at home. I know they're going to take 1 and get 1 at home. But if they can somehow win either game 1 or game 2, I think this series can go to 7 or 6.
You gotta get the element of surprise with a team that like this. Like, bro, you gotta get that first one. I'm telling you, it sets the tone. This is the least prepared they're ever gonna be for you in the entire series in game 1.
Because it's a quick turnaround. It's very quick turnaround because they just played yesterday. They got 1 day of training, and then guess what? Game's tomorrow at 8:30. I mean, it's a quick turnaround.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So let's move back to the East. Let's talk about the Indiana Pacers beating the Cavs in 5. Chris, you spoke. You called it. I'm pretty sure we got video of it somewhere.
Yeah.
You spoke the Donovan Mitchell playoff run into existence. You said he was gonna ball out. He did everything he could. Everything he could, bro.
Literally could.
Wasn't enough. Indiana is a very deep team, bro. They have 12 guys on this roster that can play efficient playoff minutes and put up good stats. For New York, they have about 6, 7 dudes. They had starting 5, and then Mitch Robinson, and then Miles McBride. That's why I got Indiana 5, bro. It's gonna be
that's a hot take. That's a hot take.
They did that too.
The Knicks have been hot. They've been on fire recently. You know what I'm saying? They got the media hype. Indy finna come and shut that down, bro. I'm telling you, the Pacers are going, man. Tyrese in 5, bro. Do your homework on Tyrese Halliburton, man.
I believe in Tyrese Halliburton. He's nice. He's nice. And I also was saying, I had the whole ordeal saying he ain't been taking the game-winning shots and all of that, and he proved me completely wrong. Yeah. He's been hooping.
He can do it if needed.
New York is hot right now, though. New York is like the hottest team in the NBA right now. Yeah.
They are. I agree with that. I mean, you look at the
To
Pacers.
say the Pacers gonna beat them in 5, I feel like
It's crazy.
it's
That
very
is
crazy.
I mean, they did it to him last year, pretty much. They did him last year in 5 in the second round. So they know each other. This could be a Reggie Miller 2.0. I mean, Tyrese is pretty much, 2.0 of the Pacers of him.
Yeah.
This matchup is very interesting. They know each other. Jalen Brunson and Tyrese go at each other every time. What Chris said, there are 6 players on this team. All 12 can score around 10 plus. They're a well-rounded team. It's very impressive. Heading into the series with the Knicks, I need better shooting, in my opinion. I mean, OG did score his 23. I give him that. His games in game 6, but like he didn't do that all series. He scored around 5, 6 all series. I expect a big game from him now. We know Jalen Brunson, he's going to do his job. Mikal, couple games in the series with the Boston, he scored 14, only in the fourth quarter half the time, showing up, coming back those 20-point leads.
Yeah.
Also got to think about it. That series with the Celtics, they came back twice. I don't think Indiana's going to give that chance. Indiana's not going to do that. This is a well-coached team.
Nah, I agree with you.
I think Indiana's –
if they go up 20, they're up 20. There's not going to be no conversation. The game,
no.
I don't see
they're not letting them breathe. No.
But, bro, I'm telling you, this is why I feel like it's so important. I'm not even that big of a fan of the Tom Thibodeau, type coaching style, to be honest, but you got to stay to your brand and you got to stay to your identity, especially in the conference finals, bro. Yeah. This is a fourth quarter late comeback type of team. If anybody can come back on the Pacers, it's the New York Knicks, bro. Miles Bridges always has 10-plus points games in the fourth. Jalen Brunson, the clutchest player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Let's not act like the Knicks just when they get down. I feel like the Knicks really – this is a series that could go to 7 games, bro. This could go to 6, 7 games either way.
I have a lot of friends telling me I'm such a Knicks hater, pretty much. Everyone say I'm a Knicks hater. I mean, because I've been saying the Knicks lose first round, second round. I mean, I could switch it up. The Knicks people will be like, he's going to switch it up now. I mean, I don't know. This series is going to be really competitive. I'm still going to go with it, though. I think the Pacers win in 6, though. I think Pacers win in 6.
And, bro, let me add, the Pacers are a very deep team. They have a very deep roster. Their bench is incredible. TJ off the bench is crazy. Bro, I think I seen a clip of somebody. Bro, TJ would start on, the Magic.
As their point guard? Oh, yeah, definitely. In the Kings, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
on the Pelicans with no DeJounte.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a really good bench here. For an Eastern Conference team, must I add?
And
this is a game that may go to 7, bro. This is a series that may go to 7.
It could go to 7. It could. I mean, look at the Knicks series. I mean, you got 6 because they went to 6 with Detroit, right? It was in 6, and then you got 6, and then now you got a chance, paying the Pacers now. And then the Pacers, they've been in 5. What was first series? Who did they play first series? I'm trying to remember.
Pacers in 5. They played 10 games so far.
Oh yeah, they gentlemen swept the Bucks, bro. Okay, so maybe rest matters. I think Indiana takes game 1. I still got the Knicks winning the series in 7. I ain't gonna lie, but 7. the Pacers take game 1. Pacers take game.
Okay.
Rest matters, bro. Rest definitely
matters. 3 seed, right?
Yeah, they're the 4th seed, so it's gonna be in Garden. Game 1. Game 1's in Garden.
They still could take that one on the road, bro.
I know. I think
they could take that on the road. Pause.
I really think, bro. Indiana is like that, bro.
They are.
Benedict Mathurin off the bench is crazy. These are starters. TJ McConnell, that's starters.
I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you, the starters go on the bench, bro. They put the backups in. It's the same routine, bro. They still put the bro. This is crazy.
And let's not forget that same thing with Timberwolves, the Wolves we talked about. Indiana 2 years in a row going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, that's another thing accomplished right there. I mean,
man, you get like Ace Bailey drafted or one of these tough rookies coming in drafted to one of these Eastern Conference teams, bro, because this is how I see it, bro. The playing field is going to be so crazy from difficulty in the Eastern Conference to Western Conference. Man, if you go to the Eastern Conference, you're gonna drop 20 a game, 28 a game, 25 a game.
Even if Giannis goes to the West too, if you get straight to the West.
And the same with Cooper. Cooper's going to the West now too. Like the East is so open. And I saw this a couple of days ago. The team that might take the run for it is Detroit. It might be Detroit next year. It could. It
That's
could
why-
actually.
I'm telling
That's
y'all,
what-
bro. Them Thompson twins are aliens, bro. They are going to be so nice. If they develop a 3-point or a mid-range jump shot,
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
yeah.
over.
That's that. Do you think that what they're right now is their peak, or do you think they'll end up being like
Continue.
the Pistons.
Develop better.
going up?
Oh, I
Both of them.
trust their coach, bro.
You trust them?
their coach.
Oh yeah, JB is a really good coach. He's a phenomenal coach.
Yeah.
Even maybe Doka too. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Both great coaches.
But the Pistons were like rock bottom though. Y'all remember how bad they were, bro? This
Oh,
was like
man,
2
yeah.
seasons ago.
they were laughing like it was the Wizards and the Pistons, bro.
It's pretty bad.
I mean, it was inevitable, bro. We all knew K. You put up the same numbers, but they got some
Oh
help.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Malik Beasley showed up a little bit. Tobias Harris having a vet presence in the locker room. That is so underrated, bro. Having a vet, bro.
Facts.
If OKC had
That's what Tobias Harris doing. I know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I was hating on Tobias Harris in one of the videos. I ain't gonna lie, but that's what you need a vet for, because when the playoffs comes, you need experienced players who've played in those type of situations. That's why I like PJ Tucker on the Knicks. I know I'm talking a lot about the Knicks, but I'm just saying I'm with you, Chris. Like, bro, a vet presence is the biggest thing. We always talk about this from basketball to football. Like, it's true. I agree with you, bro.
You know, also going back to coaches, you also forget the coach for the Pacers is Rick Carlisle. You know, former champ for the Mavericks. I mean,
Yeah, bro.
he knows how to win. He knows how to win. He's been in the
great
finals.
Coach. He was a great coach for the Mavs.
Oh, definitely. And it was just entering a new era of the Luka era. That's why he left. You know, going to Indiana. He's been a great coach for Indiana for so long now. Going back to back.
You want to talk good coaches? Billy Donovan.
Yeah, overrated.
Overrated is crazy.
Overrated.
Oh, he coached the Bulls. He's coaching
the Bulls. That's why he's gonna say that.
We had Russ and KD. Yeah, he was doing his job, but at the end of the day, the last 5 years, bro, it's been playing. At some point, you want elevation from your roster. I'm not saying that we play playoffs every year. I get that.
Yeah.
Roster isn't as good as it could be, but if every single year watching the same thing, we get the 9-10 seed, play a playing game, we win, go play for the 8 seed, and we lose. Like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? It goes back to coaching, right?
Y'all never wanted to blow it up, bro. DeMar and Levine.
Man, we had it's like
a devious.
We'll blow it up. We'll blow it up, and then we'll send DeMar Levine to Sacramento, and then we're still in the same spot. So I'm trying to figure out
Levine, DeMar, and Vucevic is a crazy big three. That is an insane to keep rolling out though for like more than 3 seasons. Like,
I mean, they were the number 1 seed at one point.
It was a smooth team for a minute, bro. We had Lonzo healthy and Levine and DeRozan, but once Lonzo got hurt, bro, it was just dead.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Y'all gonna be back. Y'all gonna be back though. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gonna be back.
No, we're not. So let's get honest.
Bro, yes, y'all
So
we always talk about how wide open the East is. So
it is what it is. But it's like, if we can't make the playing game, make the playoffs with the East as it is now, bro, it's a wrap, bro.
I mean, we look at the East next year because I mean, there's no Boston. Boston's done. Milwaukee's gonna fall apart a little bit. You know, Giannis. Those are two.
Boston will still be. I think Boston will still be a top 4 seed without
depending what they do this offseason.
Me too.
Yeah,
really
I think Pritchard's ready. I think Pritchard's ready to be a starting guard. I think he is
starting guard. Okay.
I like his mentality, bro.
Yeah, regardless.
I mean, they're good.
Go listen to his post game interview after they lost, bro. He's ready to be a starter, bro.
So if top 4, say, I think it would be like New York, no order, New York, Boston, Indy, and Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know though, bro. That second apron. I don't know all these like salary these players or these contracts they got, bro. The second apron, bro, the end of super teams. It's the end of super teams.
Yeah,
it is.
That's why they put people in there. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like
you gotta I'm not even gonna get a sauce, but the second apron is definitely there.
Yeah, I'm on.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's gonna be very
open, so.
It's open, yeah. I mean,
I'm excited to see what do the Warriors do? Like, what do? Because I feel like Giannis is gonna end up resigning or not resigning, but playing out the deal. I think they're gonna keep.
You don't think it's traded?
No,
I feel like you let it fly, bro. I feel like you can't really overreact to the
smoke and mirrors.
We
hear this every offseason. I've been seeing the photoshops of Giannis and Mavs jerseys. for 2 years, bro. It's just
Mhm.
not. It's not. I think Zion gets moved.
Oh, definitely. I think Zion could
Zion gets
definitely get.
moved.
Zion could be a play for Detroit. Right there. I think him going to Detroit would be interesting.
That'd be
I think
crazy.
it'd be
K,
very.
Malik Beasley, the
Yeah.
Thompson twins, Zion and Duran would be
And the thing is,
crazy.
and the thing about Zion, you could get him cheap, really cheap right now.
You
Really
think so?
cheap. I think so. I think it like not crazy. You're not gonna get a. I think the trade. I wonder if it's. I don't know if it's a Mikal kind of trade, Mikal Bridge trade. Like you
Yeah.
trade a lot of picks, or I can't be a Luka trade because Luka trade. I mean, it's just like you just got old guy and then you get a pick.
They
and
would
then you
want
got,
some draft capital, bro. Like this draft
know.
class is stacked.
I know. And the Pelicans, I mean, I think they need to blow it up. They need to. It's a bad thing right now. I think you need to send away CJ Murray. Just rebuild.
It's unfortunate
you
too.
did-
It's unfortunate too, bro.
It is. It's very
Got to.
unfortunate because this Pelicans team, through the whole Zion era, they looked like a top 5 team. Ingram, CJ, Zion. I forgot who else they had on this team through the era. Julius Randle was on this team for season 2. I mean,
Yeah,
Lonzo,
Yeah.
like this team
Also-
on paper was really interesting, but like they never got it together. They never made the playoffs. It was something.
Do you think NBA teams like did they rush development from players?
Like rush it, like expecting
like-
him to be really good?
Yeah,
I
'cause
think
you
so.
about how like Bi, Randall, Lonzo, like they're at the Lakers to the Pelicans. They didn't watch who they really were until they got to their 3rd or 4th team, right?
Oh,
Right.
I think so. I mean, Lonzo, he showed out his 3rd team, before his injury. Julius showed out right now on the Knicks. He was really good, but the playoffs he didn't do good. But on the Wolves right now, he's doing really good in the playoffs. That's something he's been very weak in his career. And in Ingram's always been that mid player. He's always been inconsistent with consistent. I expect him to have a good year on Toronto, a full season, a full training and all that. I expect him to be really good with that. But I mean, speaking of rushing, I mean, look at Zion. Zion was projected to be the future of the NBA. His first year, he was the NBA cover of 2K21.
But I will say this though, bro. Like just going back to what you were saying about those Laker players that were drafted, their development was rushed, bro. 100%. Even guys like Kyle Kuzma, D'Angelo Russell.
Oh,
I mean, I know he did some self-inflicted stuff, but in general, his development was rushed. Kyle Kuzma's development was rushed. Lonzo's development was rushed.
Is that because of LeBron or is that the organization? Is that
no? That's just because you play for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Play for the Lakers.
Because I get that. I get that. Because then it's kind of between: is it the Lakers' fault that they can't develop young talent, or is it LeBron saying, "Hey, I need solidified stars right now"?
You leave it to the Clippers to be bad. No, you don't got time on the Lakers. You gotta always be good. It's like the Cowboys being America's team. It's the same parallel for the Lakers in the NBA.
Cowboys can be trash for 2 years in a row. They're gonna have to figure something on the offseason.
But okay, we're gonna definitely come back to some NBA talk. So this is just the conference final video. We'll be doing more short form content throughout the week. Just make sure y'all please follow and subscribe to the pod. All links will be down below. As always, we appreciate y'all tuning in.